All right. Hello. Welcome to Switchcraft and Switchery. I'm Jeremy. Still kind of in soft launch phase of this channel here as far as live streaming goes, but if you happen to be watching, welcome. Switch 2 is 3 days away, technically 4, but if you count Wednesday, like getting in on Wednesday night, that's 3. And I'm gonna go ahead and get it going here. So just playing some Mario Kart and just practicing it for Mario Kart World. If you happen to see the stream, I got destroyed by allergies about 5 minutes before going live, and I have no idea where it even came from. So I'm a little stuffy or whatever, but here we go. We'll switch to that. I think I'm just gonna go straight to online. Pull it down some. God, what has happened to me? Sure, I'll be Diddy Kong on a bike. There's a dog behind me. I don't know if you can see. Oh, there's his tail. He's stretching. Alright. How about Animal Crossing? Wow, this is brutal. Shoulda do 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 do. I don't usually play on a bike, but why not? It's because Diddy Kong is the shit. I'm terrible at bikes. But we're making it work. I am playing online. So these are real people that, in theory, could be decent at Mario Kart. Crap. Seriously? Crap. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Get that. Oh, shoot. I should not have done that. Oh, no. Oh! Okay. Hey, second's not pretty bad. This is online. It's not that bad. Can you see the dog? No. I could switch my webcam and you probably see him. Alright, let's see here. How do you go wrong with Calamari Desert? It's hard to believe. 8 years in the making. We're in the final home stretch of Mario Kart Deluxe. Sad times. What? How did that miss? You son of a... Went from 2nd to 11th. Nice. Ooh. Ooh. I screw this up every time. Dutch, I swear to God, if you make something come unplugged, I'm gonna kill you. There's a dog under my desk. Come on, I got second last time. Oh my God, 8th, what the heck? It's terrible. What do you think, Dutch? Gosh, what is this happening to me? Sure, let's do Waluigi Pinball. Alright. Look how red my nose is. Jeez. All right. This is terrible. Second to 8. I might have peaked with the second place thing. Shoot. Oh my god, this is a giant freaking cluster. Why does that crap always shut off at the worst time? Come on, man. Come on, man. Ugh. Hey. Second. That's not bad. It's a nice little second sandwich. Went from second to 8th to second. Alright. Oh, 3 people are watching. Hello, 3 people. Make sure you comment if you're watching this. Again, if you're watching this, this is a little bit of just more test streaming before this channel totally goes all the way live. There'll be a lot more to come, especially in 3 days? Yes. Kind of 4. When the Switch 2 is in my hands. And Ryan's hands. We'll have all kinds of cool things on these 2 channels here very, very soon. So I'm just kind of finalizing my streaming setup here and just getting stuff dialed in and working. And having really terrible allergies for no reason. Did I even vote? Nope. Whoops. Multitasking. Why are they all shaking their tushies like that? This is a great track. Freaking Goomba. That was probably so loud, I'm so sorry. I might have to end this early, dude. These allergies are awful. Shoot. 11th place, dude. Come on. Alright, let's go. Come on now. There's a whole cluster of stuff happening right here. Come on. Ah. Hey, that's 3 races in the top 3. That's not bad. I should probably mute my mic before I do this. Gosh, I do not know why I got destroyed by allergies right before I tried to start freaking doing this. I did not. Oh, we got it. We got it. We got to get it. Come on. If you aren't voting for Moo Moo Meadows in 2025, every single freaking time. Look at that boy. Look at my dude. Look at this. I was completely fine like 20 minutes ago. Which one is it? Oh, nope. There we go. I need to get my camera at a better angle. That looks terrible. Once again, if you're watching, welcome. Born Distracted. No spoilers, please. What do I have to spoil? If you're talking about the Switch 2, got 3 more days. It's very close. But thanks for watching and for commenting. Doing a little bit of a test stream here, just making sure all my stuff is kind of working right before we really get going here in a few days. We're still kind of in soft launch mode here. But it seems like everything's working alright. Looks like you're on YouTube. So this is on YouTube and Twitch. I've noticed that for some reason it looks good on Twitch, but YouTube... I don't know. Let me know if it looks a little like whitewashed. For some reason it looks good on Twitch, but YouTube seems to be a little bit whitewashed for some reason when I use this restream thing. All set for in-store. Yeah, me too. I'm at GameStop. Where are you at? I had a online Walmart order set that I got, you know, when they went live that night. And then, just out of curiosity the next morning, I was like, I'm going to run down to GameStop and just look. Just see what's happening. This was like probably 45 minutes before I opened, and there's like a few people in line, so I went ahead and just did it. Got a Pro Controller ordered and then canceled my Walmart one. And I got a call from them the other day. GameStop. Yeah, I mean, say what you will about GameStop, but they seem to, by far, have the best system going for this. I know Best Buy has the midnight pickup thing, but their website was a giant turd on the midnight thing, and I don't know, it never worked for me. I know some people got there, but the GameStop I went to, they only had, I want to say it was like 35 bundles and like 15 like non-bundles. Now, I don't actually know if any more pre-orders went live ever since then. I think I was like the 5th or 6th person in line. Oof, 8th. What was I saying? Yeah, I think I was like, yeah, there was probably like 50 total, I want to say. And I don't know if any pre-orders have opened up since then, but if not, I would assume that there would also be 50 people, you know, there. But, well, I guess they are having some more, like, available in store the day of. Over 100, geez. Well, mine, when they called me the other day, they said that if I could... We got Peter Griffin in here? What in the heck? But yeah, when they called me the other day and said at 3 p.m. I could, like, go to the store and, like, pre-ring my receipt. And that... I think that what they were saying was that I could... Then that I would, like, get a number. And then that's my number to, like, go in. So I guess if I get there at 3 and get number 5 or something, then I'll be 5th to get my Switch 2. Like, no matter what. So then I wouldn't have to get there at... I was going to go at, like, 11. Maybe, like, 11:15. I'm assuming that it's pretty fast. You just scan your receipt and you're good. But they were a little bit slow getting the pre-orders. And, I mean, they opened right at noon, but it was taking, like, 7 minutes a person. And they only had 2 cashiers there. But yeah, I mean, it's super reliable. I'm assuming, I mean, they called me and said they would have it. I actually just saw a video on YouTube, like, before I went live. I didn't watch the whole thing. I started to, and I was like, nah, I'm not watching this. But anyway, it was like an actual unboxing, like a real one. And it was like the full shebang. I skimmed it a little bit just to see if he, like, actually did it, and I don't know how I got it. No, I just paid it off altogether at the beginning. I was just like, let's just get this out of the way. That's what most people were doing. They were doing like $50 down. I was just too nervous about any problems happening, which doesn't really make sense for at least with the GameStop way. So I was just like, I'm just gonna pay all this, and threw in a Pro controller as well, which is what I'm playing with right now. Oh, come on, man! Wait, what just happened? That was weird. Ticket. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go. I'm gonna go get it at midnight. I mean, I'll probably get tired after like an hour and like not even really play it that much. But there's just something about going to midnight stuff that is really fun to me. I haven't done that. The last time I went to a midnight release was for Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let's do Excite Bike. That's a fun one. And I was just like, yeah, that seems fun. It was fun going to like the pre-order thing. Like, there was just a bunch of dudes there hanging out, and we sat on the sidewalk and just talked about video games for, you know, an hour or so. The next guy before me had been there for like 3 hours, and then I got there. And then, like, 20 minutes later, another person showed up. And then after that, they all got there, like, right before the GameStop opened. Yeah. Look at this guy. I think the day I got this game, which was on launch day of this game in 2017, I made a Mii for it. And I haven't changed it since. Yeah, I actually have off on Thursday. Otherwise, I probably would just be like getting it after work on Thursday, but yeah, I'm hoping to get in there and get out like fairly quickly, and I don't know, maybe I'll have a Red Bull or something and try to play for at least 2 or 3 hours. But if I only make it, well, the other thing is too, like, how long is the system transfer gonna take? I don't know how long that's gonna take. How long take for Mario Kart World to install? Any of that? Hopefully, it's not super long. That was the beauty of modern gaming. Hey, I actually took a week of PTO. It wasn't necessarily for the Switch 2, but it was heavily inspired. Like, I've got other plans, but it all kind of worked around that. So I planned ahead with this one. Oh, shoot. Crap. Oh my god, I got stuck in that freaking post. Dude. I think I peaked early for tonight. This is... oh my... I'm assuming you got the bundle. Son of a... I wonder if anyone actually got the physical game, like by choice. It's $80. Okay. At least I have a witness of how much I've been pounded in this race, because this is ridiculous. I need a bullet bill or something. Gosh, that was awful. But yeah, even if I only make it, you know, an hour or something on Wednesday night before I just like fall asleep standing up, I wanted to go to the midnight thing just, you know, for the vibes, and I'll remember that for the rest of the generation, you know. Ooh, oh, no. This is my favorite track, possibly in this game. Oh, so you did get physical Mario Kart. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, one thing I realized just the other day, I was like, wait a minute. I don't have, like, a case or a screen protector or any of that. I don't know if you can actually get that stuff yet. I'm assuming GameStop will have some of that. But I also don't want to mess with buying anything when I go to pick it up. So if they have stuff on sale prior to launch, I may go grab something or see if Walmart or Target or something has it. Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, my checkout was like $600. By the time I had the Pro Controller and tax and everything, I'd planned ahead. Like, I was ready to go. Just because I knew... I had estimated it was going to be $400 when it got announced, and then when it became $5, I was like, ah, whatever, and had plenty of time to prepare, because there was what, almost a month, I think. This is the... See, for the whole Switch 1, I was nearly all physical. And I'm thinking about this generation just going ahead and biting the bullet and going to digital. Mostly just for future-proofing. Which also seems like anti... I don't know, I just worry that, like... Because it seems like the trend now is that when you buy a digital game, you have it... I know people are like, oh, they could take it at any point, but, like... You know, I have an Xbox Series X as well. And I have games on my account that I bought digitally on the 360 over a decade ago. and I can still load them up and play them. But like, so my assumption is that, or well, my hope is that we'll have that, but we may lose a game card slot someday. So, and it's just easier. But I will definitely buy something for Switch 2 physical. I don't know. I bought almost all my games physical on Switch 1, and I was just like, why do I keep doing this? My games are in a shelf on my TV stand that never opens. I don't really have a cool way to display them, though. I know a lot of people do. But yeah, I would say like 3D Mario or something. Maybe Donkey Kong. One of those more like marquee games I think will be kind of cool to have physically, kind of like a collector kind of deal. And I haven't totally made that decision yet either. I might still end up just going all physical. Yeah, I mean, only having to drop 50 down, because, I mean, it's like, it's not like you had that much time to prepare for it. Like, it was, what, April 2nd was the direct, and then the next day or 2 days later or whatever it was, all hell broke loose because of the tariff stuff and the prices. And then it was like 3 weeks later, you could pre-order them. But yeah, I started like planning for the purchase when the reveal came out, just because I knew I wanted it. Part of my problem is my Switch 1 like has been crawling to the finish line for like 2 years now, and I haven't replaced it because I assumed that the Switch 2 was near. But it's the dock is jacked up. Like even just now, I was like 10 minutes late from when I planned to start streaming because like my dock just like doesn't work. I have to like take it out and put it back in and back, back and forth. Oh, this is a good track. To get it to work most of the time. The battery is weird. It'll like randomly like, I'll lose connection to the TV in the middle of playing. So like I knew, regardless of how much I was interested in what the Switch 2 had to offer, I knew that I needed to replace mine either way. And I knew I wasn't buying an 8-year-old console. So long story short, I had been planning for this for a long time. So I didn't feel too bad about the hit. And then as far as the Pro Controller, I wasn't going to do it. Well, first of all, I was going to get Joy-Cons. And then I found out that crap. I was trying to stay up here. I didn't know for a long time that the original Switch Joy-Cons will work on the Switch 2. I was like, well, I gotta have extra Joy-Cons so I can have a Mario Kart party, the day that it comes out, or the first weekend or whatever. And then I realized you can use the old ones, and I was like, oh, well then I'm not gonna get Joy-Cons. And then when I was standing in line, I was like, well, I was a little worried about like the tariff stuff and also like the stock. And it's like, I have the opportunity right now to buy this thing, and I'll have it on launch day, I assume. I haven't heard anything to suggest I won't be able to pick that up, but anyway, the audio jack kind of sent me a little bit. I was like, man, that'd be really nice to have. The back paddles are cool. I never had a controller with that. I don't think so. I don't really know if I need that or not, but oh crap, I thought that was the last lap. But one of the things that had me considering not getting it, so I don't know if you've seen any of our other content. We're a brand new channel. My cousin and I started this together, and we did like kind of a podcast about like our thoughts and all this so far. We were talking about, like if we're gonna get stuff. Ooh, I got it. If we're gonna get different hardware or accessories, I mean, Am I finally about to freaking win one? Oh, shoot! Oh my gosh. Hold on. That's the second time this race I thought I was at the finish line and I wasn't. Come on. Shoo! Okay, finally. Yeah, I wasn't... We were talking about this because, like... Yeah, the camera is like, okay, it's kind of cool. Like, voice chat is kind of cool. The Pro Controller with an audio jack that you can plug a headset into. Which, like, why are we just not getting that in 2025? But, like, it's cool. But then I also was like, wait a minute. I don't have any friends getting a Switch 2. Who the heck am I even going to be able to freaking chat with? Besides my cousin Ryan, who is the person I am doing this channel with. Oh, Big Blue is a great track. But anyway, the first deposit. We each have our own. We live in separate cities, about 3 hours away. But yeah, so he and I were on just like a Discord call the night they went live, and we had like all our browsers open and all that, and I'm trying to remember what happened. We talked about it on the video that we did, but I think he got in first, and then I got in right after. I can't remember. I don't even remember what happened. It's kind of a blur, but yeah, so he got his from Walmart. I got one from Walmart. And then the next morning, I was like reading, and people were saying, oh, my order got canceled. And I was just like, it's probably fine, but I don't like that. And so, like I said a minute ago, I was like, I'm just going to go to GameStop and just see. And this was like an hour before it opened, 45 minutes. And there was hardly anybody there. I went up and looked at the sign and it said they were going to have 30-something. I was like, I'm here. I drove over here. It's only a few minutes to sit and hang out, make some friends. I'm just going to do this when I have it. Oh, I love this track so much. But yeah. And so, you know, I felt a lot more secure about the GameStop one. And so I just canceled it. I don't think I've ever... Have I pre-ordered a console? You know what? No, I take it back. I pre-ordered a 3DS and got that on launch day. I don't have a PS5. I have been on the edge of buying one many times. I'm not really into the console wars, but if I had to say, I do kind of lean towards Xbox. I've always kind of been that way. But anyway, I didn't mess with the whole, like, fiasco of COVID in the months following. I feel like the music is way louder on this track. Anyway, I wasn't even, like, trying to get one when those two consoles came out. I got a Series S in, like... Here we go. I got a Series S in, like, December of 21, so they've been out for, you know, a year or so. And then I upgraded to an X last summer on Prime Day. And sold my S to my friend. But anyway, I haven't done the whole, like, modern era of trying to fight the bots and having 9 browsers open and the bloodbath of trying to get a console pre-ordered online. That was my first... You know, last time I was in high school and I just went to GameStop and was like, hello, sir, can I pre-order a 3DS? And they were like, yeah, here you go. And I did. And then I went and got it. Dude, that's crazy that you were able to just walk in there. Because, like, I've only seen a couple of people, like, online saying that they just, like, casually walked in and did it. Like, everywhere else, like, had a line. And like I said, when I got to that GameStop, there were only, like, 4 or 5 dudes there, but the last, like, 10 minutes before doors, before the store opened, it filled up. And I didn't stick around for very long. You know, I got my pre-order and ditched. But I would guess that there were people there that didn't get one. But I don't know. I'm not that good at like looking at a line of people and telling you how many it is. Dude, I mean, other than like the exclusives, like it's really seeming like the Switch is gonna have you covered. I mean, obviously there's a major game about a year away by Rockstar that you might have trouble getting. But for the most part, like it, I mean, you're getting Cyberpunk, all these other stuff. Yeah, I live in a decent city. We're big enough to have a small downtown skyline, a mall. It's big enough to have 2 Best Buys. But yeah. But yeah, we'll see how the ticket thing works. I feel like when I got Smash Bros, it was something like that. Like you could go earlier in the day. Yeah, I don't think it's... I doubt it will. I mean, they straight up said, this game is for PS5 and Xbox Series X. I mean, it can maybe come later, but... I mean, I like to think, like, if you can get Cyberpunk on it, like, you would think they could do just about anything. I haven't played Cyberpunk. Ryan, who's my cousin, the other one of this channel, he is a PC Switch guy. And I know he had talked about this on one of our videos, but he's been playing it on PC. I haven't played it. I've been about to buy it on Xbox and haven't quite pulled the trigger just yet. But I'm gonna wait for reviews, but I'm considering like getting it on Switch when it comes out. I don't remember when that comes out. If that's a launch, if that comes out launch, or part of me feels like it might come out like a few weeks later. But maybe it is a launch title. I'm not totally sure. But anyway, I'm gonna check, see what the reviews are. As long as people like say it runs pretty well, I'm probably gonna go for it at some point. May not be right away, just because I already have a backlog. I'm a big Hogwarts Legacy guy. Put a lot of time into that on Xbox and loved it, and have been craving a replay. And also mentioned this in our video, but I was kind of interested in trying it out for the Switch, or the Switch 2. And then it came out a couple weeks ago and was like, alright, so the Switch 2 upgrade for people that own it already is going to be $10. And it was on sale, like the Switch 1 version was on sale for like, I think $15 or something. So I was able to get the Switch 2. I got the Switch 1 version and the Switch 2 upgrade for like $25, which to me is a great deal if Hogwarts Legacy is your thing. Yeah, I mean, I've got my hands tied already. I mean, and I'm planning to play the Zeldas. Probably both of those, like, right away. I should have hit those boosters right there at the end. So, I don't even... When does that come out? I don't even know. Let's see. Oops. What's this say? I don't even know, like, how much it's gonna cost. release date. It says May. Oh, it's got the dates like that. Okay. Okay, yeah, so this does come out on launch day. I don't care about accepting cookies. Does it say what it's going to cost? It looks like it's 60. Yeah, so that's not too bad. If it's not going to be like an $80 game or whatever. And I think that one's doing key cards or something. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe this fall or something. I think the first things I'm going to go for will obviously be just wearing out Mario Kart World just nonstop. But I will take breaks, and I'm thinking I'll probably go for Breath of the Wild and Tears first. I mean, I'm dying to see these in the upgraded visuals. I'm almost as excited for that as I am for Mario Kart World. And then, I don't know, I guess I'll just kind of, read up on the Cyberpunk thing. Like I said, it'll depend on how the reviews go. Because, I mean, if there's, like, iffy performance stuff, then I'll just get it on Xbox. Because, like, I know I want to play that game. But again, if people are saying, like, dude, this game is great on Switch too, then I'll probably do that. But yeah, there will be a Hogwarts Legacy playthrough on the Switch. I'll probably install it and maybe like play the first little bit just to check it out and see how it runs. But I think I've got my hands tied with other stuff before I get back into that one, since I just played it not too long ago. I'm also a big Harry Potter boy, so maybe I'll just wait until the show starts coming out and play it with that or something. Although there's supposed to be, I saw something about like a Hogwarts Legacy DLC that's supposed to be right around the corner. It's supposed to be like a 15-hour thing. I guess just like extra missions or something, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Donkey Kong will be on the list for sure, but that's, still a month and a half away. It's like late July. But yeah, I think we are officially announcing it tomorrow with like a quick little like promo reel that we made. But on launch night, which I'm considering launch night Wednesday the 4th, at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to go live. If we can get all of... Oh, Mount Warrior, that's a great one. We're going to do like a live like podcast recording. And we've got like a outline made of stuff we're going to discuss. But if people are watching, we'll take comments. That'll be 8 Eastern. It'll be on Twitch and YouTube. And I'm going to see if I can maybe get TikTok going. We'll see. Still kind of figuring all this out. We got to figure out our tech stuff. Because like I said, we're in different cities and have to figure out how all that works. But yeah, we've been just like getting on a Discord call and like recording our like talking head videos. But this one will be live. Basically, we're going to do this, and then I'm going to put my shoes on and go to GameStop and get my Switch 2. Essentially, immediately after. And then we'll both be... We haven't quite worked out all the details yet, but we're both going to be just streaming all day on launch. I mean, not all day, but there'll be a lot between the two of us and then combined on the actual launch day here on YouTube and Twitch. So if you need pick me up to hold you over, we'll be here. We have some other videos we're going to be making around launch day and the days to come. We are still very much in the early days of this channel. I mean, we kind of started planning it maybe a month and a half ago. Kind of getting our, you know, like our branding figured out and all that, and then I think we like just started posting videos like a week and a half ago. And this is only the second stream, I believe. I did one like a week ago. It was a little bit of like a test run. I mean, this is still really more of a test run, but seems like it's working okay. I'm gonna miss all these tracks. Oof, can't see. It's part of the bummer of like the new game is like, I feel like we just got so many of these. What did we get, 5th? We like just got so many of these, and now we're about to move on to the next thing. It probably was not realistic to hope for every single one of these to end up on the new game, but all right, I'm gonna call. Let's do one more race, and then I'm probably gonna end it. We got Peter Griffin's back. But yeah, I'm very excited. There's a lot of new tracks that just look awesome. But there's a lot on here, especially the booster pass stuff. Like, there's some really good tracks in there. I'm like, man, we just got these like a year ago. Probably doesn't look good to rock in my chair on a stream. All right. Yoshi Valley. I feel like I already played this one. Alright, let's end this on a good note. I won a race tonight. I think I got several second and thirds. One very unfortunate, like, 10th. Birdo! God. This is one of the all-time Mario Kart tracks. Like songs. Goes hard. Ooh. Baby Park is a great one. I think it's Baby Park. I also will take anybody, any day, on Baby Park. You will not win. There was a point several years ago where I was just doing time trials one day on this game on Baby Park, and I got my time up to like 3rd in the world. I don't know how many people actually do those things, but mine was on like the leaderboards. Oh, come on. That just screwed me. That cost me the race. I misjudged how much time I had on the booster. 600 is not bad. It's 600. Why did I say that? 6. For online. Alright. Gonna end it right at an hour. Alright, here. Let's see. If I press... Still getting used to this. Alright, well, if you're still watching, thank you very much for watching and for commenting. Again, it'll be announced tomorrow, but we are recording a live podcast at 8 p.m. Eastern this Wednesday night for launch night to celebrate the release of the Switch 2. It'll be right here on YouTube and on Twitch. Potentially more, we'll see. But for sure YouTube and Twitch. And we've got more videos coming, and then launch day, there'll be all kinds of content. We'll be streaming, we'll be releasing videos, all kinds of stuff. Make sure you're following us on TikTok, on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and we're probably going to end up deleting it, but for now, Twitter, it's worth a shot. All of our links are in the descriptions and on our profiles of the 2 things you're watching. Check us out. We're just getting started here. Still finding our way a little bit, but I'm pretty confident in the content that we're making so far. So, I need some water. All that to say, good night. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.